Here following Smash versus Progress Night 1, I'm here with the technical wizard, Zack Sabre Jr. Just saw you tear it up with TARIK out there. I want to ask you a little bit about working with him. Talk a little about your match with TARIK here tonight.
I was familiar with TARIK's name. Obviously, a few of my friends have started coming over to Canada a bit more frequently, but that was the first time we wrestled. Yeah, I was very impressed.
And tomorrow night, you get the Cruiserweight Classic rematch as you go one-on-one with Tyson Dux. Any words for him?
No, I'm just very excited. I think it's going to be nice to compete with him in a bit more of a relaxed atmosphere, and obviously on his home turf. So I'll look forward to hamming it up a little bit with the Canadian fans.
All right, Cruiserweight Classic. Speaking of, you got the chance to face off against Grand Metalik, Noam Dar, Drew Gulak, and Tyson Dux, all in that tournament, getting beat out in the semifinals. You were one of the favorites of the tournament. How do you feel about the entire thing coming together and your result?
I'm kind of take it as a huge compliment that, as someone who's never wrestled on television in America, that I was presumed to be a favourite to win a WWE tournament. So
blows my mind.
It's it's bizarre that people picked me as a favourite, but I take it as a big compliment that, regarding my style and perhaps my size and everything, that for some reason I was the favourite. But overall, it was a great experience.
The final match in Johnny Gargano's evolved career when it comes to singles, and it was against you. Talk a little bit about that match. Johnny Wrestling moving on to bigger things.
Yeah, well, obviously very pleased for Johnny. He's, I don't think there's any secret that he's a wonderful person, perhaps too nice for wrestling. And obviously he was synonymous with Evolve. So
and since we're doing this now, congratulations to Johnny and Candice on getting married.
Yeah, congratulations. Two wonderful people. John put a lot of work into Evolve, and I think if, especially once kind of Dragon Gate USA kind of winded down, the focus came on Evolve. Yep. It was really Gargano that was in like the marquee matches for a long time. So very thankful for everything he did for the company, but it's mine now. Cheers, John.
Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Speaking of things that are yours, the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship, and a man coming for that, a man you're very familiar with, in the Villain, Marty Scurll. Talk a little bit about Bola for you, and a little bit of an early entry, or early exit, I should say, for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, the tournament was the spotlight was on me last year, so I was quite happy to take a back seat this year, and obviously, one of my best friends, Marty, got to take it. So I think for us to compete, it's going to be slightly bizarre. It's just me and my mate who just sod around, kind of having fun, and then the next time we wrestle is going to be, in PWG for the title. So I mean, it's a great achievement for both of us. One
more thing I want to talk to you about, and that's next weekend, Chapter 36. It will be yourself versus Tommaso Ciampa in the end of a feud that's been going on for quite a bit in Progress, and a little bit around Progress as well. So talk a little bit about that.
I'm just excited to wrestle at Brixton Academy. So I mean, for North American fans, they might not be familiar. Like it's a truly iconic venue in London, kind of mid-sized for gigs and concerts. It's about 4,000 or 5,000, and I've seen everyone from Bob Dylan to At the Drive-In's reunion show, Alexis on Fire's final show. I've been to a bunch of kind of all-night kind of dance things with Hot Since '82 and it Eats Everything. So yeah, everyone from post-hardcore to Bob Dylan.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So don't miss out on that if you're in the area. Progress Chapter 36, this man versus Tommaso Ciampa. You got a three-way for the Progress Championship also on the show. A tremendous amount of stuff to look forward to from this man, Zack Sabre Jr., the technical wizard.
So. I'll try.
Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. And thanks for coming to Canada, man. It's been long overdue.
Absolutely. I'm always very fond of any country that has the Queen on its monetary value. So
I love it. Anything you want to throw out to the fans and listeners really quick?
No, just really excited to finally make it to Canada, and we've tried to make it happen for a few years, and schedules weren't kind. But I think moving forward, I should hopefully be frequenting this fine land a little bit more. So cheers.
I love to hear that. Thank you.
Thanks. Cheers, mate.